rat like Adam. Evenings of even ahead. Men who mimic mice mirrored middle life trends. Cut feathers of the empress, eloquent as the air bends. Hull bent on whether ever fits in the ever-growing list of regrets. Terror better swift and in shifts. Medicine we grip for the mess. Mother bird at the other worlds when they shifted the nest. Dogs frothing, Indiana whip on the vest. Long forming in the caption capital to protest. Every corner turned like a wild drift. Asylum, wild and tired eyes, rhyming quips. Dexterity flows heavily, hardly miss. Styles like army knife Swiss. Mortified, father, I cannot find bliss. Perpetually horrified at how they turn Columbine quick. The world awfully concerned about borderlines built. Bothered I spit, modernized, borrowed eyes of the purified prince. Pure pride sinks the new age, so-called wise kings. Lens tinted in the system's tight grip. My vices flight of any kind lift. Out the body, my favorite hobby slip. In the head's crevice like dentist. I find an entrance, I climb fences, trip. Heavy is the head who talks his shit. Neurotic, new school Nirvana left nada for the non-violent shaman. Jaman lost his faith in Haile Selassie as the second coming. Pan-Africanism, unity palpable, bubbling. White man still suburban hunting, he's coming. Body, mind, spirit stay running. At world's end, the temple stunning. Beautifully bold, old and crumbling. No bed for the wicked, no home for the struggling. Watching a river of riffs, the rhythm in the sun's skin. The drug lord's gone clean, the money still spin. Funny thing, the way we stomach wins. Muddy moments stuck in permanence, we know that nothing permanent. I'm wearing flat caps, rapping about pyramids. Roaming the mountains, don't you ask me for my permit, bitch. Pretty spit, everything pertinent. First I serve you mist in my head and determine its root cause to get rid of it. Sometimes it works, sometimes I'm stuck deep in a verse. Frequent the beginning of time and the earth. Looking for coupons with discounts and universal perks. Motherfuckers don't rap like me, motherfucker, I'm the worst. Out of pocket at so many rappers, I might have to get a purse. Doesn't really matter who you are, cause I know you not this. Gav.
Bias packed, at least on your grave. But die escape, not surprising. The cave led to another cave. Ominous, fear phase, none that they left behind. That invisible covenant can feel the weight. Need all my space like a stonemason. Stuck we wet in golf like you ain't shaped the grass. What you choose to golf. The way her fumes dissolve in the skin, love baiting. The maze to make it above Nirvana, amazing. As soon as social innovation appeared, the nerves were on it. Personification had dread lords and the hidden cue of the sonnets. Smoke came out like being a herb had a promise. Quotes inhaling, wholesaling till Vegas prone from drones prevailing. The sky loses scaling from chemtrails. Underwater giving thin exhales, silently heightening moons. Behind campaign later shell silence had me here to ask ring of death. Bloodhounds follow me home, making sure the incense is showing. Like 6% from checks goes to life assurance. Stop prying ideas when the mind sported. A drone with order, a child has packed disputation sorta. Holy brothers and hood storming, naked to God like flight over forest, fighting endurance. Anything orange and immortal, blood and water in the same vein. Sin assault, thrive from the arc, sitting vertical. Slant intelligence, the faith I keep irrelevant as the Catholic monarch. The Chris is demeaning onslaught with diamond heads. I see the farm, decarbonize the art walk without feelings. Feeling self-inclined, working next to machinery. Deity smalls, I'm refined, imaginative. Definitive, sedative, impaired. A pinch of bass who can't stop with the nose catching. Nano scales to my show some decency, empathetic. The hints I heard behind the smile was right, well right. Kids looked in the wrong way and lost their minds. Wetted blanket under the gap of the door. If I thought the monsters inside could hear me rapping. Can't wait on the parade, functional wireless. Shadows in the posture of Juno, the genderless lioness. Strong arm, chop, was metal. Mars sits and absorbs fellowship tethered. Nevertheless, missed the target by an inch. Never seen good pain is a shock, remember.
That when water that first thing that you can't really take out of your body, muddy, have caused the fall. Yeah, I know it's get foggy when you try to take the best moment of your walking life. Goddamn, it's a routine cross gas coasting then you can do it. It's how they repeat on the TV, baby. Yeah, I know you follow just the nomenclature, but no man can. Oh, just a partisan, I know the pattern band. Yeah, we're gonna smell the shit for the fire. We're gonna smell the shit for the smoke that you can't really hide. Big power, calmado, stop fire, commodity of the pound. Louder, cause they translation for every pain that we can do about inside. Please, can you answer my question, sir? I don't know, if God damn the devil just take his dick for every mouth you can, sir. So, see you feel good. I'm just trying to find an answer. If they can't process these words, if they can't process these words.
building like I built it. Y'all talking about steel sticks, you only load your shit with drill bits. 2 rows in front of me is somebody pushing laws to kill kids. Loopholes, curmudgeons, my perfunctory is nerves of steel shit. Wrote draft day of the track list on the back page of an atlas. Second draft on the democratic branded yellow pad. Third and final on birth archival, they Smirnoff iced ya. Pedants laugh until my records blast off the helipads. I co-sign you with an exponent of -1. I don't mind the sparks, they won't be where the fire's from. Rappers fall off and act like after them the sky is coming. 1 penny per thought has depreciated to a dime a dozen. Could rise the Hudson with how much I spitball. I get my shit off, another dude I've never seen gets pissed off. Their list long, they all need lists. Their AR's 3.6 in approximately 1 year. You can suck my HRT tits. I make a fool question the box he put himself in. How even if he's out, how's he gonna make it off the shelf then? I heard your shit, sounds like you got impatient on the style waitlist. Talk about flipping jazz, the only jazz you know is Miles Davis. Low-key you should go and said, you bolting on a broken leg. You phony, I'm in golden flesh. You Foley, I've been overhead. Subliminals treated as subatomic, numb to logic. A criminal thesis with thumbs dislodged, pumping chronic. Or any other song from history's duology. You're never stopping me.
You either die closet the opposite, or live long enough to become a white YouTuber profiting off of Black Death. One asshole's AdSense is another man's banishment and cut to a brand deal sandwich. Why does he talk like that? You never heard of suburban Maryland black scent? Cloud era remnants when the gone was gone. Oh no, when we moved to Los Angeles. Now no one cares about you or your face tattoo removal vlog passengers. Seatbelt fasteners thought they were Captain Kirk's. It has to hurt. Learning you were passionless or passing through, denied by the masters. Anakin, Big Mad, Bill Burr. I just Google ostentatious. My check just hit. I'm belly laughing, bumping Roger Davis, swerving through doppelgangers. I'm not Neo, this is not the Matrix. And you're not Neo, this is not your stage. You're not a savior, everyone's error, at least presumably. It's only a matter of time before I'm breathable. I would name an unnamed corporation for almost killing me if I wasn't concerned with them suing me. You are not like us, a bouquet of plastic orchids in the spotlight. Run, melt, combust, crusher on your ass. You are fucked, big grifter. You fucking asshole. I bet you litter. I bet you leave your shopping cart in the middle of the parking lot and leave skid marks on other people's toilets. And don't use a turn signal. Don't pick up your dog shit and stick your gum to various surfaces and chew with your mouth open. I know for a fact you walk purposely slow through crosswalks, and there's no way you tip well because you're always asking for other people's money, and your mom probably hates you. I forgot I was rapping. I sincerely feel bad for anybody that dates you.
bullshit went through after laughing when we up. Commuter rush, bad blood and fine Dutch. Coagulated pus, wag who cuts a hot glue guns. You got your crew together, nobody in the pot through fronts. Pigs extract bread from the populace like hostages with Glocks, unlock blue guns. I'm in the Big East for grip operatives, piece to boppers and PTY laces drop 2 once. Undoctored rocket slotted for a smooth run. Profits average, aberration of a Dutch. A-train button masher, blasted from a crush. The plugs X caught him smashing at the club and slapped him till he cut. Agitated punch, both the customer's nostrils leaking caffeinated stuff. Rappers act like they ain't used their imagination once. Sour make me mentally unwell and get treated as such. The vibe in your studio session threatening to sus. Plus, shorty throw a computer perfect, hit you in the dome piece through 10 yards of brush. Sit you down with a Venn diagram showing how your boss suck. I'm under the GW bridge smoking indica on the bar stuck. Fuck, custom smoke makes a flip a triple decker bus. What?
Yo, cardboard Zionist cut out, I stomp on the effigy. The centerpiece of Christo-fascism is a wasp nest, and they salt the earth for Silicon Valleys of natural chemistry. My palms are burnt from gripping the ashes of modern weaponry. Lava churning spilled from my abdomen, God to Kennedy. The bombs are bursting, fission of atoms to spark the entropy. Honest work is killing a fascist, and cop and severance plead. A logarithmic surging of avarice is the death of me. Set the plates and let the bombs fire. Getaway vehicle is a Honda Pilot. Need the leg room for Elephant Man and his particles. It's Ice Ages looking for Spartacus where they don't belong. Your Oval Office drowned in the bog, riddled with bronchitis. Pity any rapper trying to stem the PTY lungs and night a bunch and fire up. Lightning in the eyes of us who lie and get your wires cut. Certified sluggers hit the ice and fuck your tires up. It's 35 under the covers, you wanna try your luck. Learn the right tricks of the trade and got me an iron touch. Yo, I'm spinning off on any terrain when it rains and pours. Blaze of glory, quaking the quarry, shaking the bass and made the cordless short circuit and break. I'm faded off ancient ores, paint the floor with cartilage and brains. You try to make it gory. Paint the floor with cartilage and brains. You try to make it gory.
the world for spending. The laws of nature couldn't take the bending. I'm seeing babies blown to pieces while the parents screaming. Also where the Drake is trending. The global south proceeds to stay descending, and they're gashing anyone who stays depending. And I hear the boys had an amazing ending. Homeland that really needs a major mending. I hear racism is on the rise online, seeing lots of crazy rhetoric. Lately every day I wake up, feels like the director could be rolling the emirate. Look who's reaping every single benefit. Look who's being labeled as a terrorist. Look who sees the beauty of a people that decides to turn a city into settlement. Serve a testament. Earth collapses while we make the best of it. Jobs took away, God's look away. By the way, if you've been watching Severance, towns burning cities for the pessimist. Still keeps the strength of all the decadence. Followers are really proven treacherous. All the evils now are proven resident. Not a broken borders, human lettuce. Walking the streets.
mask, scream on hot, feeling. When they coming soon, repeat the race bloom. Redstone, same old nigga. Redstone, so not earned. That's the world all earned. Was first out since birth. The way she flow, drown as a person with a wall and see the stars while you swim. The waterfalls, green bean. See me, make your way there, but you gotta climb if you believe. Oblivious, cursing God's mothers. Motherfuckers, so breathe. Look at them servers grinding, chewing purple feelings. Beyond scout pillars, piling up. At least you feel on your way to only heaven.
Nobody higher, the wire, the fence was blood. Hug a cover, like on the corner. Go to cars, scoping, feeling through the tears, say riot. If you follow that, you knew fuse hours when I saw my first gun. Fun with the power of her birth. She told me, stay cool, no rules. Underground queen room, negation attention. What the power? Give me coward thoughts, wars, love, or used to. Depending on the clock, will drop. Lo and behold, to the star, the after we blew. The desert candle on your funerals. It's the scientists take the silver blood, cut them water. So many kids will never test again. While the fathers and mothers are one with mortar as hands.
shit came with his decisions. Inflicting, hitting the button, defending the Malaysia like it was his children. I'm sent to that floor with this booby trap. Board flesh tracked through the shift. Tension is the daily anthem. And I've seen this movie laugh at how it's a montage of red flags. My biggest handicap was not giving up on people. They gave me salmon, I was thirsty. I made glass cause I was nervous. Always the surface of someone. Surgery right, they told me who they were. The sequel to the loyalty debate. Taking up space with some faces of race bearers elite. There's a place where the names go. Next to have sincere thoughts, mirrored in the same quotes. Floated in the same mode, new seeds, same notes. Overwhelming in some angles, gotta learn to let go or you'll need helmets for halos. I traveled across this land. Sincere people all look the same. It saves you time once you learn, but takes time to become ingrained. I used to summon blazes, slump those trains, trying to make it home. Now I find peace in moments when I have nothing to say. This is gospel spiritualism, the gospel of the invisible man. Steady camp through an era, heavy is the hand that follows. Guitar tone provided by the old gods of Bronzeville. Not partial to keep it going until the levee breaks. It pays down debt but dies thankless in silence. And I've wasted enough time as entertainment to a fading, disembodied voice trailing lights. The landmarks are gone, so I will leave whatever's left in this song. So I will leave whatever's left in this song.
Woke up, throw heavy, weight of what I can't say. Dreams dripping viscous, spill them slow up on my blank page. Fingers gauge your hieroglyphs, ashes of my burned bread. Peeling back these onion layers till my third eye's bled. Clock ticking crooked, these hours bending in sunlight. I'm catching shadows in the bottle, hunting for my own light. My memory's a cinder block, tied up to the kite string. Caught between the silence and the songs that my nights bring. Whispers from the cracks in the pavement, still sermons. These prophets rockin' hand me hand-me-downs talking about resurgence. My maps folded wrong ways, X's mark my burdens. I'm forming all these catacombs where echoes can't resurface. My basement's dapped, stack crates, old vinyl, callous space. Every groove is scarred, every scratch a hold a spiral face. Truth the only idol, the temple is staying shuttered late. Preachers turned hustlers, false hope from the gutter state.
Critical misprint, formulaic distance, solistic vista, the digital instrument response, ignores a large privilege. I'm going pivotal, implicit, prohibited, exhibited, cadence, famous last words, nerds revoke a cloak, soaked nebula, tropes, cellular magnetic impulse registered, on the edge, pledge, sinister, minister, carcinogens, through an ellipsis, fitness, moral levels and widgets to give it an outlook, prompt book it took granted, instantly revisited an open book. The nerve to swerve the grunge amongst the quotes hooked. Looking past the vision peak to conceal remarks and birth the injured look. Settle before pedal embezzled. What's so special becomes essential, existential. Repel Gargamel phenom leading terrestrial. Could have done without it. Doubted when I made it the point to anoint the crowded.
Beauty in this life to balance out the death. Ask again, ask again. How much beauty in this life to balance out the dying? And how much sugar in this cup to coat the throat from getting peeled and scorched? A sip from out the flask your grandpops lost his liver for. Reading letters like it's anthrax in a paper fold. You got 10 max and a ticking clock to turn this into an origami polyanthrose. Before the answers come out dancing, soars to floor, a serpent's tongue. A standstill between the stands will let the man dissolve. Answers, pensive, gargled, hand grips your neck. Arc of a damn bitch, you couldn't think of a single sentence, just anchored by the port. And I remember being thought of just because you couldn't see something doesn't mean that behind the scenes the thing wasn't pulling strings, youngin'. That's why these solemn days I cross my fingers for a black cat to climb my shoulders. That's my good luck charm. For good measure I kick down a Jacob's ladder when I can. The mere implication you could climb to heaven is like pissing on the dead. I've seen the worst and best of us. The sense of loss is turning out to send the angels down to hell to cross the veil and tell us something worth believing. Yelling please just give me answers, God. That's why I love superstitions. Every morning I invent a new one. Feels like new religion. Cue the music, free the pigeon, feed the crow while he before can spoon and start every abrupt interruption with I'ma let you finish. Fuck it, we'll exclusively on the cracks and you wait a day for crabs in the bucket. Off beat, off rhythm. If I didn't have these odd rules to listen to, I wouldn't have a clue what I would do when faced with a cruel reality that couldn't give two shits about who was knocking on wood. It's not first, it's not you. Knock knock, who's there? Don't be scared, sit down. I brought news.
The great speech still saw the blood from his lips. Casualties caused on the craters cased him from cowardly kin. Smile with a ship, stress hounding my skin. Obsessed with every little blink you made before you told my bones. Sink into the cold. No, something closer than when you bid for the rose. Open window blows, phantasms back for the hole. Notes boiled away within the conquering hole. Conscious soul. And sold an arm and a leg to keep the water afloat. Had a book round my heart, my soul. Yet still they call it superstition. Yet still they call it superstition. Turning apart Mr. Rose, carcasses apart of my home. Pray to the starving unshown. The beast unshackled ran all through the night's vision. The word to keep my skin is just a truthless prison. If heaven got my sentence, they go sell away my useless spirit. Laugh and knock away the cast on. I'm gone with the scars from all y'all superstitions.
In the room and always proud of their accomplishments, but I've been told to never live with silence from my pockets till it's obvious that I ain't got no room to keep on stalking them. Taking problems and abolish them, the way the options yet the paper trail saying ominous. I hardly watch steps curve, the rest serve a Second Amendment. Fuck a loss cause I pretending to brush off. Knew I was stuck lost, the funds was not enough to keep the lunch strong. Tucked inside the Chevy, riding heavy plate of measurements. It's evidence I got no room to sum a play for stock exchange. Cross the main street, the patience never really fazed me. I used to play deeper fakes, you underestimated me. Anything I wouldn't change just to keep myself in decent range. Speaking the meanest verses I reek what they still seek to claim. I throw no bullshit on my name. Half of y'all is hardly entertaining when you go. It's simple mathematics if you don't retain the flow. Invest in what I've been given. The foulest rhythms ain't a thing I can't provoke. Bitch, Nas, and Nas we trust.
Before you know it's over here, the tides crash. Sirens yapping in the distance, trying to pull a fast. Lure you in the trap, song you sing is gonna be the last. Spinning Mac until I'm swimming past the victory lap. Remain detached until I'm sipping Guinness with the lads. Talk sporadic, thoughts are scattered, yo, that's word to gab. Bleeding passion, never heal from picking at my scabs. Me and Naz are Shaq and Penny with the magic. Telegraph me plays, we clock the lane and storming traffic. The future lapping round my brain until it happens. I actualize the worst of my actions, circle the past tense. Bend back, now I surge forward. I'm reshaping my past until I alter my course. I was dead last, now I surge forward. We taking the game by force till it's death at our doors. Secret scriptures.